made it to another weekend and we have plenty of sports to look forward to over the next few days. I'm Cole Young and welcome back to this week's edition of Sports Corner. Another week of NFL under our belts and there were some shocking games over the weekend. The biggest matchup was the game between the two undefeated division rivals, the Bills and the Dolphins. The Bills entered this game as the favorites, but the Dolphins' high-powered offense and blitz-heavy defense led them to victory. Many are now considering the Dolphins the best team in the NFL, but only time will tell. I mentioned last week that there were 6 undefeated teams remaining, and over the weekend that list dwindled after the Chiefs, Bills, and Buccaneers all lost in surprising games on Sunday. The Giants are no longer undefeated as well after losing to the Cowboys on Monday night. As the Chiefs, Chargers, and Raiders all came up short, the Broncos snuck in a close victory against the 49ers last Sunday night and are now tied for first place in the AFC West. The Eagles still remain undefeated heading into Sunday, and it could be argued that they are now the best team in the NFL. To start Week 4, the Dolphins' winning streak came to an end after losing to last year's AFC champion Cincinnati Bengals. Now, time to pick my winners. I'm sitting at a perfect 500 right now with 4 wins and 4 losses. Hopefully this week I can put on a better performance and have a winning record. So, here are my picks. The Vikings over the Saints in the early morning London game, the Eagles to beat Jacksonville, the Cardinals over the Panthers, and the Broncos to add another win on the road over the Raiders. Sticking with the NFL, the league made a major announcement on Monday morning when they announced they will no longer continue the Pro Bowl game. A few months ago, I brought this up on this show and mentioned that in recent years, the Pro Bowl has fallen off a bit. The game's never exciting and players always play at half speed or less, rightfully so because no one wants to get injured in a game that means nothing. So the NFL is replacing the actual game with a week full of skill competitions and a flag football game. Hopefully this will add another fun event to watch for years to come. While the NFL is just getting its bearings, the MLB is rapidly approaching its exciting conclusion. Playoffs begin just next week and there are still some openings in the bracket. 6 out of the 12 playoff teams, the Dodgers, Astros, Mets, Braves, Yankees, and Guardians, have clinched playoff berths, but a whole lot still hangs in the balance with less than 2 weeks remaining in the regular season. In the National League, the Padres, Phillies, and Brewers are fighting it out for the final 2 wildcard spots. In the American League, the Rays, Blue Jays, and Mariners are battling for those last spots as well. This season marks the first season with a 12-team playoff. If you remember, there was a major lockout to start this baseball season, and many fans feared there wouldn't be baseball at all this year. But the players and owners came to an agreement, and one of the bargaining topics was the expansion of the playoffs. 12 teams instead of 10 will now enter the postseason, and that opens up spots for a few teams trying to punch that last-second ticket into the playoffs. Outside of the 4 major sports, F1 is finally back again this weekend with the Singapore Grand Prix. The race will take place this Sunday, bright and early at 5 a.m. 2 drivers still remain on top of the standings, with Max Verstappen of Red Bull holding his ground as the number 1, and Charles Leclerc from Ferrari behind him in second place. No matter what sport you're a fan of, there's plenty to indulge this weekend. Whether it's week 4 of the NFL season, college football, preseason hockey, late season baseball, or even Formula 1 racing, there's no shortage of sports to enjoy. Come back next Friday for another edition of Sports Corner. I'm Cole Young, enjoy your weekend, and I'll see you right back here next time.